All right, guys, let's start, and the missing judges will join us. So first, let me say welcome to all the guests, startups, judges. Welcome to Filip. I will let each one of you introduce yourself. Filip, maybe do you want to start?
Sure, happy to. Nice to meet you all. My name is Filip. I run a early stage fund based here in Berlin, in Germany, called Cherry Ventures. We focus on seed investments in generally the software space, both B2B and B2C. Before that, I was an entrepreneur myself. I was part of the founding team at Zalando here in Berlin that we IPO'd in 2014, and then switched to the dark side, became an investor after that.
Right. Lotan, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, hi everyone. I'm Lotan Levkowitz, a general partner in Grow Ventures. We're an Israeli early stage fund focusing on investing in infrastructure, technologies, deep tech, software infrastructure, different kind of SaaS companies. Happy to be here with everyone.
All right, great. Adam, would you like to introduce yourself? Adam hasn't joined yet. Sorry. Nir, would you like to introduce yourself and State of Mind Ventures?
Sure. So, hi everybody. I'm happy to be here. My name is Nir Adler. I'm general partner at State of Mind Ventures. We are an early stage and early growth venture capital firm in Israel, investing in all the way starting from semiconductors and vertical SaaS towards vertical SaaS. Invested in Plyops, Stream Elements, Ribery, and others.
Right. Michal?
Hi, my name is Michael. I'm a managing partner of Lighthouse Ventures. We do invest in SaaS and deep tech companies. So far, we have invested into 29 companies, and we do invest as early as idea stage. So we don't mind sharing the risk of the super early stage companies.
All right. Sergey?
Yeah, hello. Nice to meet you, everyone. My name is Sergey Kolesov, and I'm one of the founders of the fund Impulse VC. We're based in Moscow, and we have more than 50 companies in our portfolio, and around 10 exits. We're focusing mainly on the pre-Series A and up to Series B rounds with tickets ranging from 500K to 5 million. And we are actually quite vertical agnostic and open-minded, but because of our professional background of myself and my partners in IT and digital marketing, we have quite a few ed tech companies in our portfolio. Apart from that, we're interested in things like prop tech and any kind of B2B SaaS software, which is popular at the moment, I guess. So we're focusing on the companies from Europe. And thanks for having me here.
All right. Maya, you just joined on time. We were just introducing everyone. So would you like to please introduce yourself on the fund?
Yeah, hi, sure. Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me. So I'm a partner, I'm Maya Pizov. I'm a partner at Amiti Ventures. We're an Israeli venture capital fund. We do early stage investments, seed and A mainly. Preferably deep tech. We've expanded it in the last year or so to doing cloud developer tools, machine learning investments, but pretty much focused on where there's differentiated technology. I'm looking forward to the session.
All right. Tal from Stage One. Tal, you need to unmute. We still can't hear you. Try to refresh it maybe. We had a couple of these kind of problems before. So try to refresh it, please. Let's see. Have I missed anyone on the introductions?
Here is
from
Adam.
the-
I actually heard you, but you couldn't
Oh,
hear
sorry.
me. I hope you hear me now.
Yeah, we are.
So hello to everyone. My name is Adam. I am the co-founder and GP in OTB fund. We are a fund focused on C talents, mostly deep tech, growing internationally. So we are focusing mostly on verticals like, of course, enterprise software, fintech, space tech. And we are mostly focused on Series A. Currently, we've got 170 million assets under management. And yeah, looking constantly for great ideas.
All right. It seems like Tal has some connection issues. Tal, we will try to figure it out, but for the meanwhile, let's start with the pitches. Some short maybe guidelines. We will have 3 minutes for each pitch, and then 3 more minutes for questions. We'll try to be right on time because the timer is limited. For the questions, guys, please try to. It's like approximately 2 questions for each company, and try to be gentle because in some cases they don't have enough time to answer the 2 difficult ones. So with that being said, I would like to give the stage to Dror from Test Story. Test Story will be the first one to present. It's a company from Israel that offers a unique testing platform for developers and testers with a simple and innovative UI. Dror, the floor is yours.
Thank you, guys. I'll share my screen. And nice to meet everybody. So as Oz mentioned, early tech, early stage company, we still haven't raised. And we're relying on UniqueIP coming out of the University of Ben Gurion here in Israel. And what we do is we make testing very complex system, very high-end bugs at a very easy and very simple, just like telling a story. So what we're doing here is we're introducing the next wave of automation. To date, we had 3 general waves. One of them was, back in the 90s, we have companies like Mercury and Silk and Q2P that created automation. Then we had the wave of Selenium and Appium that helped us connect to the system. And currently, we're in the midst of the wave that's relying on AI and machine learning. Companies like Eggplant and Testim, which are all doing a great job. What we're presenting here is the next wave, which is systems that are able to test other systems, and they do it on their own. And how do we do it? What we do is we take a concept of executable specifications, and we're allowing the platform for developers, testers, and even product people, even business people. And the executable specifications can be at any sort of level. So it could be at a requirement level, detailed requirement, user stories, test scripts, and even flow diagrams that are generally boxes with arrows in them. And what we do is we connect these and we create a model which represents the real-world simulation of the production environment. So basically, we're able to replicate any type of user, any type of machine that interacts with your system. And we tested both on the front end and the back end. So opposed to what happens today with AI and machine learning that are solely web-based, solely front-end based, we can also test the back end. And what we do by that is we increase business case monitoring and optimization dramatically. So for companies that it's very complex, very hard to get to the business case, to all the business cases, we provide them this tool. We're able to reduce costs up to 40% on a high level for all testing efforts. We're able to increase speed by about 60%. Quality coverage, so we're talking about functional coverage, by as much as 90% increase. And we reduce risk when you go live. And we're able to do it on an end-to-end basis. So basically, whenever you add functionality, the system updates automatically, and then automatically includes the update. And we're able to connect almost to any type of system. As long as we're able to connect to it, any API, we're able to do it. I'm showing you here a short clip of the UI. This is one of the graphic ways that we created. What you see here is 4 steps of a business case, 4 steps in the system. In this case, it's a credit score for a banking system, but this is the type of UI. So we may have these, we may have more boxes, things that are very intuitive also for business people to use. And what you see now is how the simulator is actually building. So out of those 4 boxes, we have roughly 300 scripts or scenarios that maybe a human person may identify 1, may identify 10, may identify 20. We identify all of them. And what you see here is a mathematical model that sits over the system and tests it like a black box. So it interacts with it. It works on it and it receives results and validates the result. And what we can do here is, of course, improve root cause.
We're running out of time, so last sentence, please.
Forward. So competitive, what we're doing here is we're combining what today AI, machine learning world is doing with MBT, and we're taking the advantages of both and making it much easier. We have 1 paying customer, 5 active POCs, roughly 6K in MRR. We're attacking a $75 billion market, and we're trying to raise $2 million, which will hold us for 18 months runway. This is the kind of business, technology, and academia, and that's it. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Guys, any questions to test story? Anyone?
Not altogether.
Yeah, how do you go to market with this? Like, how did you find your first customer and the POCs?
So the first customer currently, because the platform isn't complete, we're doing it at a service level, but we're doing it for the intent is to reach a SaaS model by subscription or by site license.
And how have you estimated the size of the market for you?
So what we're focusing on is a combination of very high-end customers with complex systems. So we took a whole set of all the automation market, and along with its growth moving forward, as a subset of activities where things are very complex and the high end of the or the bugs are calculated at a high end of the dollar value. So where it makes sense for them to reach the 90, 95, 98% coverage and invest in the coverage compared to areas where the bug level is not that high and for them to reach that level doesn't make sense.
Okay, Tal, since we skipped on you before, can you now turn off the mute? Is it working? All right, Tal, I will take that as a no.
Oz, we can't hear you. You're on mute.
Oh, okay, sorry guys. So the next company to present is Doxychain from Poland. Please guys, I will give you, the stage is yours.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Awesome. Hello to everyone. My name is Gabriel Dymowski. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Doxychain, a company which says that we'll reinvent the document management systems. We call in the questions about trust and the credibility to the enterprise's document management. We saw that this market was not reinvented since last 20 years. And we in Doxychain believe that it deserves to be once again co-created by the people. We believe that via our combination of blockchain, decentralized approach, decentralized architecture, and combining with electronically binding signatures, this place can be really reinvented once again. So on top of our decentralized infrastructure, we built a platform which ultimate for the end user. It's so easy that he has no idea that the blockchain secures his documents. Startups, it's all about timing. We are in this industry since 6 years, and we have observed a great momentum of adaptation blockchain, as well as from the business enterprises, as well as from the policymaker. People understood that the blockchain is not a scam, not a cryptocurrency, but the blockchain is transparency and savings. And we are backed by numbers. According to the Fortune Business Insight, this market is estimated to grow 70% only in terms of document management services. But on the other hand, we see that the blockchain understanding and investment in blockchain enterprises will be 6 times growth next 4 years. What we are going to do in Doxychain, we're going to cross those 2 momentos and create a new market, blockchain document management system, and we're going to win this market. Our business model, we're going to leverage partnership. We are first startup from Poland, which collaborate with Oracle for startups, allows us to have exposition for the international level. We collaborate with PwC, CGI, Wolters Kluwer, and thanks to them, we have a partner from whole the Europe. But we are the ones who harness the decentralized infrastructure and allows to even smaller clients like small and medium enterprises to have in one day DMS for the company backed by blockchain technology. All right, the market is well established. So we have some entity like DocuSign represent e-signature, wallet, security, and Docs, which represent a group of workflows. But what makes us a standing product is the way how we use the blockchain and how we implement this technology. So A, we take a blockchain as an immutable database. B, we protect each action we've taken on SaaS platform is protected by smart contract. And C, blockchain is decentralization. And this is the whole magic behind the project. We don't ask the enterprises clients to trust like DocuSign, which is centralized approach. We ask the enterprises clients to co-create the system with us, to participate in the proof of consensus, and together with us build a new standard for document exchange. Go-to-market strategy in terms of our clients, the sweet spot of Fortune 500 companies, which are really understand that have enough money to go for blockchain solution. Traction after first month, 30 paying clients, 4K MRR. Core team, we already working with this technology. We know this technology. We have implementing this technology for Warsaw Stock Exchange, for Bank Pico, Omisego. We built the biggest crypto exchange in the C region, which is BitBay. Now we're gonna take this experience from the previous project and build Doxychain next unicorn. We raised already from our business angel and 130K. We are looking right now 2 million round with already soft commitment from the international venture capital. 65% still remains in the hand of the main shareholders. We are the ones who believe that we can make a document management system better place via decentralization, via a completely new approach to the problem. We are featured so far with international media, and we are super happy while find someone here to build with us new standard for document exchange.
All right. Anyone has any question?
How long is the sales cycle, since you are selling something new that these companies don't know, and you are very early to the market with this solution?
Yeah. Thank you for this question. It depends. Like in terms of small and medium enterprises, like even 1 week, one appointment with our key account manager and actually make a registration from them, and they starting using. It's like paying clients for clients. So it builds our MRR. But for example, we right now negotiating with let's say the biggest insurance company in Poland, and we still in talks since 2 months. And I believe that we before we start the POC, it will be still 1 month. So even 3, 4, 5 for the very giant enterprises clients. So it depends, and it's broadly this cycle can be.
And what is the most important selling point as opposed to normal DMS?
The security and how our enterprises clients can legitimate to their clients, how they are transparent and open with their document security and management.
All right. Thank you, Gabriel. We will move on to the next company. The next company will be Manam. Gilad will be presenting. Manam developed a smart platform for infrastructure inspections using drones. Gilad, floor is yours.
Hi, everybody. Tell me if you can see my screen.
Yeah, we can.
Okay. So, shalom. I'm Gilad Shlush, and I'm the CEO and the co-founders of Manam Applications. Today, I want to introduce you to a new technology, a deep technology we developed in the last 4 years. Our group, Manam Applications, founded by civil engineers and software experts. And Manam, the company, offers a user-friendly, all-in-one digital managing SaaS platform for bridge inspection professionals. What we do today is we create a new tool called 3DBIA, which will revolutionize the bridge inspection through the applications of drone-based inspections, AI-powered optimized analysis. Market size is $10 billion. Incomes are, as you can see the numbers, we raised already $2.5 million, and this round we're looking for $3.5 million. A little bit about the bridge inspection ecosystem. So all around the world, in every state, routine inspection is demanded every 2 years. It's mandatory. As for today, we do manual reporting with minimal automation, mostly visual inspection at close range, and we have to write everything on site. You can see here doing snapping in one of the bridges in Nevada a few months ago. And this is our team in one of the big bridges in Israel with a big crane and a bucket. It takes a long time to inspect the bridge, few days. If it's a big bridge, it takes a few weeks. We use specialized equipment. And as for today, we are very disruptive to road users. You can see here on the top right, we have to stop the traffic for all day, and it costs lots of heavy traffic. The main players are the government agencies that hire inspection firms that, as for today, they hire subcontractors, mostly crane companies and safety teams. What we developed, our framework includes field data collector. All data is streamed to our cloud server. Data is also analyzed in our 3D Studio remote defects analysis, in which all the 3D models are built automatically, and then we analyze using AI the defects. And then we provide the insights to the clients, DOTs, Department of Transportations, or big inspection firms. Very quick on what is very important to our clients. So those who manage bridge inspections have thousands of bridges. So as for today, it takes them weeks to create an annual inspection allocation. Now we can do it with few minutes. You just type the parameters, and over a map, you can see all data is going to the specific work orders for the inspection firms with a time frame. Then we automate the whole flying plans. Now most of the flights are automatic. And we use most of the time just off-the-shelf drones. And we just train drone operators to use very typical drones. Data collection is done automatically. We just teach them how to do it. Defects analysis in our 3D Studio, you can see the top right and at the bottom, using the AI anomalies detection and engineering decision support. So the engineer very fast can produce a report in 1 day instead of before 2 weeks, 3 weeks for a bridge. It's much faster today. And we give very powerful tools to track inspections. And the SaaS platform is a very complicated machine. So push data to users and collects data back all the time. So it activates everyone to stand in the time frame and to reach the 100% of a complete inspection. This is another picture for one of the bridges we just did for the city of Tel Aviv. Again, we save lots of time for the creation of condition reports by automating the analysis, and we have very powerful tools for the DOTs. Let's watch a very short video.
Okay, but we will be off after that, okay, Gilad?
Yeah, it's half a minute. This is the automatic flight plans. I'll skip a little bit. This is what we do. We take all the images, create 3D models. We call it digital twin, the engineers. Then we have the bridge elements. This is a 3D studio in which all the image from the drones are located in the 3D environment. User can inspect and see cracks, sub-millimeter cracks using our system. And then if he finds a defect, he can select it and decide what defect and defects code. And there's also the AI machine that helps him. This one is like a manual. We do it. Some AI tools that we developed mostly for cracking, server process, data collaboration. Everything is data collaborated through the web portal. Defects are found as well, automatic reports. So the whole procedure here is supported.
Good. Any questions?
Gilad, do you sell to inspection companies, or are you building an inspection company powered by drones?
Well, as for now, we mostly focus on DOTs, which is government agencies. It's a long sale. Usually it takes 4 months to do a pilot and a proof of concept, and then 6 to 8 months to sell it. But once the government approved our methodology, then all the inspection firms has to align and use our system, and they are paying us by the structure. On the right side, you can see an example of typical sale. We start to sell this machine on January 2022, very soon. This is for Texas DOT. They have 50,000 bridges. They have to inspect every year 25,000 bridges. And the incomes for one of the states in the US will be around $8 million. This is just a typical sale. What's good about government agencies that they give very long terms. Once they use the software, they will use it for the next 10 to 15 years. So maybe it's a long cycle of sale, but it's also a long cycle of usage and payments. Thank you, guys.
Awesome. Ira, are you already here? Because I saw that you had some problems connecting. Also, in the same line, Tal, can you? All right. So the next company, Ira. So you'll be next to pitch since you had some difficulties at the beginning. So I will tell you that we have 3 minutes to pitch and then 3 more minutes for questions. So Benju is the next one to present. Please, the floor is yours.
Yes, well, I'd like to be honest here. The person that's supposed to pitch is not available, so I will be on behalf of this person. I'll try my best. I don't even know what to do here. Where can I share my screen or something? How can I present the file?
You have at the bottom a sign of screen with an X on it. So click it, and then you can share a screen if you have a pitch to present.
Right. Okay. Let me share the file. Just give me a second. Okay. So venue is about providing 3D venues for online events. And today's meeting have become very boring. People are afraid to meet people. People are afraid to attend events. And well, of course, with COVID. And there are no analytics. There are no networking. There's no follow-ups. And of course, there's no venues in today's online events. And that's what we are all about. We'd like to provide the venues for people to be able to interact, to be able to generate the feeling of what it's like to be in an actual event. And our platform is simple. It's very easy to use. From registration to attending the events, it runs through your browser. And we've hosted events for strikers, for Nutanix, and also we've gained reference from the UN And this event ran for 3 days all over the world, and we've recorded no glitch, and people are very happy with it. So our aim is really about, we wanted a very simple solution for people. We're not cluttered with features, because we wanted, when people enters the event, it's very easy to use, and there's no problem with the network. Also with venue, we do not compete with our vendors. We don't have a native app for video conferencing. So we partners with Microsoft, with Teams, with Zooms, and Meet. We want them to sell more. And yes, and we also use partners network. We have partners from Austria, Australia, Spain, India, in South Korea, and also in Italy, and also Canada. So here, one of the most key feature of venue is our networking area. We do have coffee boards where people could go interact with each other. We have navigation menu. It's right here where people can chat with people or simply navigate the network and as if you are in an actual event. Our software, we only have very few features, but very powerful. We do have, you can feed CRM to your to the event. You can, there is powerful analytics at the end of the event. So every people, whatever their action in the actual platform, we have a way to track them. We can monitor that. We know what they're doing exactly, how long they stayed in this area, what materials they've opened, or what contents have they spent time the most. And the platform is very customizable. It's very good for contents. We can create a content exhibitions for your sponsors out of PDF or even just photos. It's very easy and it's very customizable. Yeah, so we promote engagement and experience. We want people to stay longer in the event. There's branding and there's branding opportunities. And the most important is that we have a wide varieties of 3D venues to choose from, and these are all pre-built already. And
last sentence, maybe we're running out of time.
And yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
All right, thank you. So guys, any questions?
Yeah, maybe a quick question from my side. Thanks for the presentation. Just looking at the amount of funding that has come into the space over the last months, like I think Hopin, the platform that we're on today, I think they've raised over $1 billion as part of an incredibly competitive space. How do you think you'll win? Like, is it sort of the customer experience, the features? Do you have a different go-to-market? Do you focus on a specific segment or industry? How can you compete in such a red ocean?
Yes, well, this is a very new space, and there's definitely enough competitor out there, and our competitors are huge. But right now, we are using partners network. So we do have resellers all over the world, and we are not focusing on selling events on one-time event. We use more focusing on finding the right people to sell the platform for us to their customers. And with the right funds, with the right people, I think that we'll do well. And also we've hosted quite a lot of events already.
Okay, Miri, you had a question you wanted to ask?
No, but actually, if I'm talking, so what kind of traction do you have to date?
I'm sorry?
Traction. Are you selling it already? What is the traction you have to date?
Yes, we've sold about 600,000 euro, and we've hosted quite a few events, and one of them is for UN, for strikers, for Nutanix.
All right. Well, thank you. We will move on to the last company to pitch this session. Next company is Bilban. Maxim will be presenting. Bilban is a multi-cloud CI/CD booster that reduces pipeline runtime from 60 to 5 minutes with one touch. Maxim, please go on.
Hi. Okay, I'm waiting for this screen to become available again. Okay, so let me introduce myself first. My name is Maxim. I'm the CEO and the co-founder of Bilban, and we're creating a machine learning powered platform that accelerates software development automation, including tests, builds, code review, every part of the software development process. And because I come from the DevOps field, and the clear trend I observed over the last 10 years, it's that every step of the software development gets automated. And it looks like the next industrial revolution, but it comes with the need. Because every feature that developer creates has to be built, tested, and reviewed before it can get to the customer or to the management team. And each minute the team is waiting for this process to finish mean one less time developing the product, or just the developer has to switch between the features constantly. That also leads to the waste of time. And the solution we have created is robotic concurrency. We have created a plugin to the DevOps tools that makes them run concurrently on the cloud, automatically adapting to each scenario with the help of machine learning. So the tools that were unavailable to run concurrently before, we make them run on the cloud, and therefore we boost its performance by 5 to 10 times, shrinking the waiting time from hours to minutes. It does not require any tools change, any code change, any rules change, everything just plug in and go. So how we do it? Our algorithm analyzes the history of the releases and code complexity of the product to find bottlenecks. And by using this data, we understand how we can detach parts of this process to run it concurrently on the cloud. And by making use of the cloud advanced parallelization, it gives outstanding performance benefits. I want to show you a typical use case. It's an EPAM company we work with. It's a huge software house with over 40,000 developers. And I believe the use case here is very typical for the most companies. And for example, before, there was a pipeline that had to compile the product, test the product, do the code review, automatic code review. And after integrating with Bilban, the time waiting shrinked from 40 minutes to just 8 minutes without any change to the code. And the conclusion here, the result, that over the year, we shrink the waiting time from 2,000 hours to 300 hours. And every hour here means extra working hour for the developers. That results in almost 10 months extra developers' work time annually. So this is it. I have covered the main parts here, and I am happy to answer the question that you may have.
Awesome, thank you.
What is your traction? How many developers are actually using, and how frequently?
Yeah, we have 3 customers that use our solution in production every day for more than a year already. It's hard to tell how many developers exactly. I believe for over 100. So I believe that's the traction.
Maxim, and what's your model of charging the clients? Meaning, how do you monetize them based on the seats?
Yeah, we're charging per concurrency per month. So it to simplify, it means one concurrency, one developer. So the more developers you have, the more concurrencies you need. So the more seats you purchase.
So theoretically, you should know how many seats do you have currently using it.
Yes, you mean how many seats? We have 20 seats purchased.
Okay, guys. I think that was the last company to present in this session. All the judges, you have a link to the voting platform in your calendar invite. You will be ranking the companies from the first place to the last one. We'll give you 2 minutes to vote, and then we'll take a look at who the winner is that is going to progress to the final panel where we have the final competition for this event.
Great. Could we just post the order of the presentation and names, because I think it's not the same order as in the voting link, just because I haven't noted down the names of every company. Just maybe
Let me give you, so Test Story was the first one to present. Test Story, if you want some, it's the company from Israel that offers testing platform for developers. The next one that presented was the Doxychain, a company from Poland. They have a platform for documents digitalization and management powered by blockchain. Third one was Gilad, another company from Israel. They have a platform for infrastructure inspections using drones. Then we had Venview. And the last one was right now Bilban. So I hope that that is the same as the one that you have in the order where you need to vote. I think it's the same as the way that I see it. So far we have 3 votes, so I think that we're still missing 2. Tal, give us a sign that you can vote. So you couldn't speak, and we apologize for that. But just all right, all right. So let me share the screen so we can see all together who is who's the winner of the panel. So we'll have to refresh it. Ta-da-dam. And the winner is Bilban. Bilban, guys, congratulations. You are moving on to the final panel. Maxim, you will get a link. We'll see you there. Thank you all for participating. Feel free to join us to the networking lounge where you can meet all of the great investors or startups. Thank you all, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.